Well, Coach, another nail-biter, a wild one against Eastern Michigan. You come back from 4-run deficits twice to pull out an 8-6 win. Your thoughts on this one?
Just crazy in the first two innings. You know, we weren't ready to play in that first inning, gave up a lot of easy runs, walked two, a couple pass balls, and just you could tell we weren't ready to come out and play. The girls did a great job though on coming back and answering with the bats. I'm very proud of how they came back and got ahead in the third inning to be able to help us get Alex in. And with Alex coming in, she did a great job of shutting them down for the next innings.
You mentioned Alex Hartshorn came in relief, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts in relief, picked up Allie Schmidt today. Really her best performance as a night to this point for Hartshorn. That's huge.
That is huge. And, you know, Allie was struggling a little bit in the early 2 innings, and for Alex to come in and be able to have a person to come in and close for her like that, especially in the third inning, and finish strong throughout those 5 innings. She did a fantastic job to help them out. You know, this is what we're always talking about, is having each other's back, and Alex did that today. She came in and really had Allie's back for this game.
And moving forward, it's a big confidence booster. You got 3 pitchers you can have confidence to kind of step in and get wins or come in relief.
Right. It was pretty exciting to see that, because we're always talking about 3-game series. When we went in against Eastern Michigan, that was kind of our goal, is that we're going to see 3-game series in the conference, and we're going to use Eastern Michigan kind of as a guideline on what we can do in those 3-game series. And knowing that all 3 pitchers can come in and get some innings, that's fantastic for us.
You tweaked the lineup. Natalie Land laid off, and boy, she took off. 3 hits, 3 runs scored. I mean, was that part of the strategy? Get her going in the leadoff spot, maybe take some of the pressure off of her?
Yeah, it was getting her in the lineup. We knew that she was hitting hitting a lot better on Sunday. She saw some good at bats, or later at bats on Sunday. We felt like Hagley was struggling a little bit at the plate. We wanted to move her down a little bit so it would take a little bit of pressure off her. And then Brewer's just been doing great in the 2 spot. We knew she could handle being in the 3 spot, so we just kind of mixed them up a little bit. You know, you got Natalie that's been leadoff for us for years, so that's a very common position for her, a very natural position for her. So for her to come in and do as well as she did, it's exciting to see that. And
Marissa Menendez quietly is off to her best start as a junior, obviously, hitting over 300, had 3 RBIs today, really thriving in the cleanup spot.
She is. Seeing Vanessa doing so well on Sunday, and then we're kind of joking that she kind of rubbed off on Mara today. Marissa did a really good job of coming in and in clutch situations, being able to come up and get those big hits for us and get the RBIs that we needed.
What does a win like this mean for a young team? I mean, you were down 4-0. You mentioned top of the first, didn't come out strong, down 6-2 going into the bottom of the second. A lot of times you could easily just, kind of put your head down and say, this is not our day, we're just not going to make it. But they fought back and pulled out a nice 8-6 win to keep a winning streak going here at home.
They did a fantastic job coming back and answering with the bats. You know, we kind of had to get on them a little bit to wake them up a little bit and realize that this was their game and they needed to come out and really show it with their bats, and they answered with it. It's good to see that they can come back from such a deficit. You know, every game that we play, there's a learning experience in that. We're working right now on closing the 7th inning. This is the first game that we really gave in a lot of runs in the first couple innings of the game, and being able to battle back and get the lead in the third was huge for them to realize they can do that. You know, they're never out of a game, and that's what we tried to, instill in them today, that they were never out of it.
So this long homestand now continues this weekend. It starts on Friday. You've got Penn at 1 o'clock, and you got other teams in the tournament. Obviously, it's a 4-game tournament, part of the Fling tournament. Just take me kind of to that weekend here and try to build on the momentum you've had here the last few games, haven't it?
It is. We're really trying to get our win-loss record up and our confidence up to be able to get into our conference series, which is going to be in 2 weeks. We're facing Tulsa at home in our first outing, and they're a tough team. So if we can get some momentum going our way with this last weekend of games, and then with Georgetown on the following Wednesday in that doubleheader, I think that with that momentum will help us get through Tulsa on the following weekend.
Well, that's head coach Renee Luers-Gillispie following UCF's 8-6 win over Eastern Michigan. Coach, congrats. We'll see you this weekend.
Thank you, Eric.